Hello student and welcome back to your maths class. So in our previous video we have completed till exercise 15C and the chapter name is data handling. In this video we are going to start our next exercise which is 15D. In this exercise we are gonna plot a graph. So for this you need a graph paper. So in our first question, during the festive season, the sales of various gadgets are as under. Represent the above information by a bar graph. Okay, first of all, bar graph look like this. This is your bar graph. Here, some tables are given like mixer, microwave, toaster, DVD player, iPod, and some digits are given 250, 180, 200, 260, and 50 like that only. Okay, so you have to plot a graph. For plotting a graph, first thing you have to understand is that whatever names are given, you have to plot in the horizontal line. Okay, this is the horizontal line and this is the vertical line. So whatever names are given, you have to plot it in the horizontal line, and whatever digits are given, you have to plot in the vertical line. Okay, so now let's draw a graph for it. First of all, what is the least number you are having? Least number is 50 in our table and the maximum number is 260. That means you have to take a range in between 50 to 260 or more than 260, but your number should be contain all the numbers in between 50 to 260. So I am taking here a number as 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 and 300. In all these number, we will get the every number which is given in our question. So first of all, these are the names given in our question. For the mixer, the value is 250. So for the mixer, the value is 250. For microwave, the value is 180. So microwave and the value is 180 means in between 150 and 200. 180 will lie between 150 and 200. So up to here, this is the value for the microwave. Now toaster is 200. So toaster and this is the 200. So up to 200. Next is DVD player which is 260. 260 means here in between 250 and 300. So DVD is 260. Next is iPod which is 50. So this is the 50 and iPod is 50. This exercise is very easy and this is the solution of your first question. So in our next question is also you have to plot a bar graph. In your next question, some subjects are given and their marks are given. So first write down all the subjects. These are the subjects: English, Math, Science, Hindi and Social Science which is SST. Okay. Now check what is the least number here. So the least number is 60 and the maximum number is 95. Means you have to take a range between 60 to 95. Okay. So let's start plotting our graph. For the English we are having 70 marks. So for the English we are having 70 marks. Next Maths 95. So for the Maths it is 95 means on the top. Science 80. Science means up to 80. Hindi is 60. So this is Hindi and 60 marks. Social Science is 75. So 75 is here. So Social Science. Now this is your question number 2. Our next question, question number 3. It is little bit lengthy question. So your table is given state and their population. States are Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. So I don't have so much space, that's why I have written it in a short form. AP means Andhra Pradesh, B means Bihar, this is Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, M for Maharashtra, UP, Uttar Pradesh and WP, which is West Bengal. Now you have to check the least number and the maximum number. Least number is your 260 and your maximum number is up to 2000. Okay, so I have took a scale of 100, the difference of 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 and so on up to 2000. Okay. Now let's start. Andhra Pradesh is 850. 850 means in between 800 and 900. Bihar is 1050 means between 1000 and 1100. Chhattisgarh is 260, so between 200 and 300. Gujarat is 600, so Gujarat is 600. Next is Madhya Pradesh 730. Maharashtra 1130, UP is 2000, that's why it is very long, and West Bengal is 920 means between 900 and 1000. So this is the bar graph for your question number 3. In your next question, bar graph is already given and you have to give the answer of some questions. Use the bar graph below to answer the following given. Okay, bar graph is already given, which is scores and number of students. First question is, how many students scored above 75 marks? So here when you will see your graph, you will see that the 3 students got the marks above 75. Next is, what score was made by the most students? Means you have to check that for the which marks the bar graph is highest. So you will see that for the 90 marks the number of student is 5, which is maximum. So 90 marks will be the maximum. Next is, if the pass score was 70, how many did not pass? Means you have to check that how many students got less than 70 marks, because 70 marks is the passing marks. So here you will see that 60, 65 and 70. No, it is talking about below 70. So 60 and 65. 60 got only one student and 65 got only one student. Okay. Now according to this, 2 students will got less than 70 marks. Okay. In the next question, it is asking you to draw a frequency distribution. In exercise 15A, we have already studied how to make a frequency distribution and how to find out its mean. So for frequency distribution, you have to write down the scores and the number of students. It is already given in your graph. It is already given in your graph. And you have to write down how many number of students got all the marks. Okay. Now for the mean, I have already told you have to multiply them in the numerator and in the denominator you have to add them. Okay. We have already discussed in exercise 15A. So 60 into 1 will give you 60 only. 65 into 1 will give you 65 only. 70 into 2 will give you 140 and so on. And in the denominator you have to add all these and it will give you 24. When you will solve it, you will get 82.71 and this is the solution for your question number 2. Question number 4. Next, question 5 is also the same thing. In question 6, we have to make the double bar graph. It is also same like the bar graph only. Here, just the difference is we have to make 2 graphs. Okay, that's it. What is given? Month is given. So, first thing is write down all the months in the horizontal line. And here you have to make 2 bar graph. One for the actual rainfall and another is for predicted rainfall. So, without colored I am taking for the actual rainfall and colored bar I am taking for the predicted rainfall. Okay. Now you have to follow the same procedure. For the actual rainfall in the month of January it is 3 centimeter. So up to 3 centimeter. Next, for the predicted one it is 2, so up to 2. It is for the January month. Next for the February. In the February actual rainfall is 5 centimeters, so up to 5 centimeter. The predicted one is 13. Sorry, the predicted one is 3, so up to 3. This is completed for the February month. Now March is 6 centimeter, so up to 6 centimeter. This is actual because it is not colored. Now the predicted one is 3 centimeter, so up to 3 centimeter it is colored, means it is for the predicted one. Next also the same thing for the April 7. First one is 7 and predicted is 6, and you have to just color it. Next one is for the month of May, which is 8 and 10. So first one will be 8 and second one will be your 10. For the last June month it is 6 and 9. So first you have to plot up to 6 and second you have to plot up to 9. This is the solution. This is the bar graph for your question number 6. Like the same thing you have to make your double bar graph for the remaining questions. So remaining questions I am leaving for you. You have to make the same like a dual bar for the remaining questions. So according to me your syllabus is complete. Now start revising yourself, and thank you so much.